Okay, everybody, we're here today for me to give you what I'm going to call my full review of the Electric XP Trike2 750. I've had the bike for 2 weeks now, been on a few rides, and I had a ride along yesterday with someone and got their opinion and view of it. They were a novice, hadn't been on a bike in 20-something years, 30-something years, I believe. Anyway, this is going to be a review of the bike itself, and then do a walkthrough, and I'll talk about the total accessorizing that I've done to the bike. I've added a lot of things to make it more of a premium upscale bike per se. So anyway, in general, I'll just go through the basics, and then we'll do a walk around and walk through to see some of the things that I'm referring to. But the bike is a 750 watt motor. It's got the rear drive, which is great versus the front wheel drive. So you have much better traction. You got the rear wheels. The wheels are 2.5 inches wide, and they're 20. All three wheels are 20 inches diameter. And so they're not fat tire. They're more commuter style. And my property here is a lot of gravel and everything around here. We're sitting on, but that's due to change things, so I'm not worried about that. But most of my riding will be on the roads and some bike trails, but it's always paved or mostly paved. So the tires have no factor. I will do a little small towards the end comparison between this trike, which is my second trike, compared to my first trike, which is manufactured by HJM. It's a Tri-Hauler Pro. We'll talk about some of the differences between the two at some stage. I did talk about some of the differences when I did my first ride on the bike and did a little review, a video of it, but it wasn't really less of a review of it. This is really my review. Additional, the bike has the front suspension, which is great. It also has, sorry about that. It has, starts off in what's called beginner mode, and you have to go into the settings to change it to be in advanced mode. On the beginner mode, I think the peak speed is around 9 miles per hour. And once you get to the advanced settings, you can, the top speed is 17.2 miles per hour. I was just thinking of the 750 motor. I didn't indicate, but the battery is a 17.5 amp hour battery. I think it's slated to get around 70 miles, close to 70 miles on a full charge. I'm not going to do a mileage run of that because I'm a little over 200 pounds, and their rating is based on an ideal condition with someone a lot less than that on a level ground. And anyway, so I'm not into that. That's not important to me. I don't travel like that. So let's see what else, some of the highlights of the bike that I love or like about it. I'll talk the good, bad, and indifferent, and right now we're on the good. And it does have directionals, so the directionals will light up, and I'll point out a few things. The rear tail light, if you look, I'm just pointing a couple of things right here, and I'll go ahead and turn some of those on, but the rear tail light right there on the, has the white sections that have the directionals for left turn and right turn, and you push those on, and it'll show that let the people know that you're making a left turn and a right turn, or right turn. And One of the things that I do like, was surprised about it, was the fact that it is auto canceling. So it only stays on for 20 seconds. So if you think you turn it on, you think it's still on, within 20 seconds it's automatically going to turn itself off. And you'll see when I get to the enhancements portions that I've augmented that with the additional lights and additional turn signals and stuff like that. The other highlights is it is a foldable bike, so it does fold. Both the handlebars go down as well as the frame folds in half, making it easy to put in a SUV or something large enough that can take something this size. Let's talk about some of the upgrades. So I did a pre-order, and during the time of the pre-order, they had a good $500 plus package of accessories that was being added on at no additional cost. So the accessories that were added on include the front and rear racks, the bags, both the front and the back rack bag. I've added those on, so that was extra. And like I said, I'll be talking about those in general. It also included an upgraded light, which you'll see in the very front there. It's a very larger high beam, or more looms than the standard light that would be coming with it. So that was an upgrade. The seat and the seat post are both upgrades. So you have a suspension seat and the suspension seat post rather, and the seat has a back which is very comfortable. I upgraded my HJM bike because I did not like the seat that came with it. Even though it had a back mount, it was a very uncomfortable seat that came with the bike, and I bought a Blue Wind for my HJM Tri-Hauler Pro. This one I do not need to upgrade because the seat is so nice and comfortable, so that's going to stay. That's going to stay. It also included the mirrors that on the side of the handlebars, and as well as it came with a lock. So one of the foldable locks, and you'll see that in a few seconds too. And that was all included in the bundle for the pre-sales. I don't know if that's still going on, but it's definitely a $500 value. And if the sale is on, take advantage of it, because I did pay for every last one of those as upgrades for some of my first bike for the most part. Okay, I think that covers the basics of the bike itself. It is a 1-speed crankshaft for the bike itself. It has 5 levels of pedal assist that they call. They have given them designated names as opposed to pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is typical of most of the bikes. For the electric, this particular electric, they've named them, it starts off in eco mode. And in eco mode, you can pedal, I believe you can pedal all the way up to 14 miles per hour and throttle up to about 14 miles per hour. I think it throttles up to almost 16 miles per hour, if I'm not mistaken. That's in the eco mode with an advanced, not the beginning setting, but the advanced setting. And then the next mode, the next pedal assist level up from that, which would be equivalent to this pedal assist 2, would be the turbo mode. And I'm sorry, it would be the tour mode. And the tour mode will go up to 17 miles per hour on throttle as well as in pedaling. And what you really get is, and the differences that this is from my assessment, that the difference between the different modes would be that the starting out, as you start pedaling or hit the throttle, either way, the initial speed is much slower for the eco mode, and then it works its way up to that 16 miles per hour on the throttle, versus the tour mode, which would starts off a little bit faster than the eco mode. Eco mode starts off very, very gently, and you cruise into it and very gradually get all the way up to the top speed. The tour mode, it takes that just a step up from being super slow to being modestly starting. And then the third level, which would normally be pedal assist 3, they call it sport. So pedal assist 3 would be sport mode. And again, top speeds is 17, and you can pedal up to 17 as well. And the main difference is the startup. The startup is much quicker than the tour mode, which is quicker than the eco mode. So sport gives you that little oomph as soon as you want to get it going from a standing start. And then the next one is sport 2, which again is just really starts off even faster. And then the top speed again is still 17 miles per hour. And then the pedal assist level 5, the equivalent of that, the name is called turbo. And again, it just, as soon as you hit the throttle, you're just instantly taking off, and you just gotta have to watch yourself when you're in that mode. That's all I gotta say. It's not very good for beginners to be in that mode. And the key thing is how fast you get from 0 to that 17 miles per hour is the key thing between those 5 different pedal assist levels. As well as while you're pedaling, it just, again, everything just accelerates just a little bit faster, but it's still going to reach the same top speed, 17 miles per hour. Just and the amount of effort that you have to put into it, so it varies from those different pedal assist levels. So that's a summary of that. Let's do a quick walk around, and then also you'll see the accessories. I'll discuss at this time all the different accessories and show you how they augment the functionality of the bike. And so, what I didn't talk about was the bad portions of the bad. Like I said, I was going to say the good and the bad, and there was no ugly. So that's the good features that I've already just mentioned. And the bad features, there are none. That's my assessment. This is a nice bike with no drawbacks from my perspective. So let's take a quick look. I might be juggling the camera a little bit because I'm still walking, recovering from my knee surgery. So I have a cane with me, and getting around not as smoothly as I'd like for it to be, but we'll manage. So go ahead and collapse this down so I can hold it instead of having it on a tripod. Great. Just pinch my finger like something crazy. Be editing that out. Okay. So all right. Well, this is the rear of the bike, as you can see, and let me go ahead and walk around. The cockpit area. This is it's starting to get a little dark out here, so hopefully this comes through a little bit better. All right, well, this is the headlight that I was telling you about. Ooh-wee. It's not, my camera doesn't want to focus, it wants to wander off, but that's the headlight. It's the enhanced headlight. And can I give a better front view? Can't really, don't want to walk off my little platform here. So, but let's talk about some of the accessories since I'm here. So I've added 4 additional lights, directionals. I'm going to go ahead and get them turned on here in a second. And 2 in the front and 2 in the rear. The 2 in the front are right here along the front basket. If you ever see that. And go ahead and turn these on. And the 2 in the rear along the back seat, or the back of the seat rather. Turn those on. And what I'm going to do, all the accessories that I'm showing, I'm going to have a link to them at the end of, in the comments section of the video. And again, here's the cockpit here, and try to show you the different controls that's available. So this turns the bike on, which is already on, and this right here is for the turn signals, the lighting. And I just hit that button and turn the lights to red. And I push it again, turns to blinking, and that's the mode that I normally keep it in. And then we have the directionals here that came with the bike itself, these directionals. And when you use the augmented ones, these have an audible indicator to let you know that you have your lights on, your blinkers on. They do not cancel because they're audible, so you'll know you have them on, and you just turn them off. Just push it again, it turns it off. So that's that. So that's one add-on. Additional add-on would be a little bottle holder right here with a lot of little net pockets along the sides right here to accessorize it. And another add-on would be the front. I have what's considered a motorcycle bag. That's right along the front. I've also added a liner to the front rack right here, which comes with a net inside there. And then I bought now those were Amazon purchases, and I'll have the links for those. But I did purchase the official large, tall bag for LECTRIC. It's about $100, so I did purchase that from LECTRIC as an add-on. That's the only add-on I bought from them. The other thing I added was this flag, and again, I have that link on Amazon, safety flag. Additionally, I purchased a pair of gloves. Couldn't quite find. They said they were lavender, but they came a little bit darker than matching. Doesn't quite match the bike itself. And then finally, I think I have a few other things, but I did purchase an X-Needle helmet, which is a very high-rated helmet, and so it has its different modes as well. You can change the modes to the back for the lighting. So anyway, that's by X-Needle. And this is rated for up to 28 miles per hour. For safety. And additional thing I added was a bell. Actually, in the first review that I had from the person that influenced me, they said it included a bell, but unfortunately it did not. So I added a Rock Brothers bell. That bell actually does have a housing for an Apple AirTag. So let's see, what else did I add? Did add this little rear bag to the seat post, just to carry additional. That's what pretty much I have most of my spares, my tools, and spare tire in there, and first aid kit. So that's pretty much it. I want to give a shout out to Russ from Russ's Right channel. He was the reviewer that I reviewed, that did the initial review on the bike with the 500 watt motor model, and I waited for the 750. I used his link, so hopefully he got credit for that. He also gave me the strong recommendation of the X-Needle helmet. They have a terrific policy on replacements. I did mention that I did have this bike, this phone holder. Again, I'll have the link for that, but it's not actually mounted in there, so it's doing no service, just not justifying its service, but it does, take this out. I don't have enough hands. It does expand this way so that you can put any size of the current size phones. I have a iPhone 16 Pro Max with a otter case on it. So I was having difficulty. I found some phone holders that would take the 16 Pro Max, but when you add the otter case, they wouldn't. The phone holder wouldn't handle it. So anyway, so that's my review for now. Take care. Bye.